Hello folks. So in this video I wanted to talk about scams. Scams and also about establishing trust and being able to verify trusted entities and about the role of knowledge, the importance of knowledge and especially establishing trust in a world full of scams, right? So yesterday I actually got into a situation where I thought that I'm getting scammed. So I got a call from an unknown number, right? And then I was told that I took insurance for my two wheeler. They actually told my two wheeler's number properly, the last four digits, and they asked if I own it, and they also told me the model, the name of the model of the two wheeler, and I said yes. And they said the insurance is getting over by tonight, as in this was yesterday's call. So they said yesterday night 12 a.m. it will get over, insurance will be over, the period will be over, and that I had to renew, right? So they mentioned that I had gotten the insurance from them. So they didn't say who them was. Like, you know, the interesting thing is I actually didn't get scammed. Okay, so I believe even till now I believe that I didn't get scammed. I'll tell you why and whatnot. It's very interesting because I was pretty scared. It's interesting how my fear is just that I don't want to be scammed. I don't want to be fooled, I don't want to be scammed, and I don't want to lose money unnecessarily, right? Simply give it off, right? So basically, I think it was a matter of 1,000 rupees, yes. So that's what I paid. So it was a matter of 1,000 rupees, which is still quite a good amount of money for many people and for me also. Though if I got scammed, I would be sad and I would be frustrated and a bit pissed. But yeah, so I'll tell you what happened. Basically, the sequence of events, I don't remember the exact sequence of events, but I'll tell you this. Like, first, I got this call and I said, okay, I need to check. Right? I didn't say, okay, let's go ahead and renew it. No, I actually said, let me check and get back to you. I need to check, and then they asked me when can they call back. I said 2 hours. Enough time for me to understand and check do I really need to renew my insurance and whatnot, and who this person was. So I also tried to recall what happened last year. I think last year around the same time I got a call from the shop or the dealer from whom I got my motorcycle. And I got my motorcycle in 2023. So 2024 midway, I was getting a call, and I got a call from this dealer, and I knew this woman because she only sold she was the salesperson. She only sold the motorcycle to me, and she spoke to me, and she kind of established trust that she is from this dealer, and I kind of remembered her voice. I think I had her number. I can't recall exactly. I think I had her number. I'm not sure though, or maybe I didn't. Right? I was even wondering if I got scammed last year also. Like I said, I was wondering about this also. If I got scammed last year, and if I'm getting scammed this year also. Okay, imagine that. So, and I was wondering, like, did I get scammed and I didn't even know and whatnot. So I'll tell you why I thought these. So I recalled this and I was like, okay, so last year I got this. I remembered the insurance company, which was ICICI Lombard. ICICI is a bank in India. So ICICI Lombard is an insurance division of ICICI. And I've heard of ICICI Lombard, and my dad has had ICICI Prudential life insurance, like health insurance and all, and Lombard also something. So this was a motor insurance, two-wheeler insurance for motorcycle. And I was like, okay, let me go and check if my policy is getting, over. It's going to get expired, right? So I was checking the validity, the period, and it showed me that it gets over in June end, June 2025 end. And yesterday was May, right? And May end 2025. So I was like, it doesn't match what this person says and what is shown in my insurance. They say it will get over yesterday, yesterday night, but then my insurance policy says it will get over in June end only. And I got my insurance policy from ICICI Lombard's website. I went ahead and checked first of all, started checking the URL of ICICI Lombard and on Google, and I trusted Google's search results. Google usually has some way to show what are trusted and sponsored ones also, and trusted links in the top usually. And I went ahead and checked my insurance. I gave my mobile number to a AI agent. It asked me to type the OTP that it sent me, and then it gave me the soft copy of my motor insurance, right? So I was able to download it, and I was able to verify, understand what is the policy period. So I called this person up before that 2 hours itself. I called them up. I said, see, it says you are saying it will get over tonight itself, but I don't see that in my policy. So then he said, you got it, something he mentioned, like you got it this time and hence it will show 1 month later, but it's going to get over tonight, something, okay. So I was a bit suspicious. It was a bit fishy, right? Because it was clearly mentioned that it will get over in June 2025 and June 25th, 2025. And this guy is saying it will get over in May itself for some reason. I was getting a bit vibes of as if this is probably a scam of sorts, right? But he was telling me a lot of details properly, and then I asked him, so this is my ICICI Lombard insurance, right? I also had one more insurance. I went ahead and checked that. So this is the insurance copy that I got when I bought my vehicle. In that, the validity period said 2028, okay, or 2038, something like that. 2028, I think. 2038 is for fitness, I think, fitness check validity. So 2028 was the date. And I also went ahead and checked this information in my, the central government's, basically the government's website or the app for vehicles, the road transport, app. It's called Next Gen M Parivahan, which is a mobile app where you can actually store the details of your vehicle and go and check the documents, and it will tell you the validity for your insurance. It will tell you the validity for your pollution under control certificate and whatnot. So I went ahead and checked that. It said I have an insurance from National Insurance Company, and this is the policy number and whatnot, and the validity is till 2028. Okay, it still says that. And I was just wondering, I then said, see, it says 2028, right? I told this also to them. So I was just wondering, did I actually get ICICI Lombard insurance last year just for nothing? Because it says 2028 in this national insurance. Did I simply get it? Did I just pay for something that I don't need, right? So there are multiple questions here. Is it a scam? Am I really getting something out of this, or am I just paying money and not getting any service or product? Second thing, am I being force sold something? So it's like a force sell where they just sell you something, but you don't need it. And things like, for example, they just sell you something for a too much high cost. For example, let's say I have a water bottle that I manufactured for 100 rupees, right? Someone manufactured it for 100 rupees, and then they sell it to me for 1,000. That's just, of course, the worth of the water bottle can be different for different people in a different situation. Let's say someone is in a desert and they're a rich person, They would rather pay 1,000 and get that water bottle, right? But but the actual cost price of it was 100, and but they just sold it for a really high cost. So similar to that, I was just trying to understand what is going on here, right? So am I being sold something that I know don't need? Is this a scam? Are they just trying to get money? Right? And so I asked them, what is the process now? How do I renew? What do I do next? Then they said, you have to pay. They said, makes sense. I have to pay. Then I asked, how do I pay? They said, UPI, and they said, I'll give you a phone number, pay to that. Now I got suspicious. So I was like, see, I told them last time I paid through a link. Okay. Through a link I paid, and I did it. So then they were like, okay, sir, I will send you a link in 20 minutes. Okay. So it is possible that this was a scam, right? Or they were being true. They didn't establish their identity properly, though. They didn't tell their name, I think, from what I remember, or from which company they're calling, the dealer company's name, where I got the motorcycle from. They didn't tell any of this, right? But they sent me a proper link actually. And I was also going and checking in ICICI Lombard. If I click renew policy, it said there is already a payment link generated. After talking to this person, they said they'll call back in some time, and they said you have to. This link is valid only for like 20 minutes. Actually, it's valid for 24 hours or something. But they said it's valid for 20 minutes. You have to pay that time itself. I said okay, sure. They said in 20 minutes I'll call you back. In ICICI Lombard website, I went ahead and started checking what is the renewal process. I clicked renew policy. The AI agent in ICICI Lombard said there is already a payment link generated. If you click yes, that will be overwritten, and I'll give you the new payment link. I didn't override the payment link though. I kind of understood that this payment link was generated probably by that person who just called me. And then they sent me the link on WhatsApp. I was checking that link, and I also got a message from ICICI Lombard, interestingly. Or I believe that is ICICI Lombard. So it said ICICI L something. It was from a thing. And it had a short URL which got redirected to a longer URL, and it was ICICI Lombard website's thing. The interesting thing is this. I think even in today's world, it's hard to verify if a link is actually tied to an entity, tied to a business. Like if I say ICICILombard.com, www.icici-lombard.com, anyone can get a HTTPS secured certificate and all. Anyone can buy a link, a domain name. And how do I know this link is actually connected to this entity, ICICI Lombard, the insurance company run by ICICI? So that kind of linking and trust is not there. That kind of establishing of trust is not there yet, right? The only way to know is you probably go and just call a customer care or something. You have to know first of all that is the customer care number. Like, how do you trust if some mobile number, some phone number, some website URL actually belongs to a business that you actually see? And in a world where there is brick and mortar stores and places, offices, if I see ICICI Bank, the office, how do I know this bank is true and this bank has a website and these two are actually connected, and this bank, the people in this bank, in this office only own that website, and I can trust that website, right? I mean, we are in a world where people have run police station, fake police station, okay? So in India they have run it, so you can go check the news. People have run fake police station where they had a place, they rented out a place and they ran a fake police station, okay? So this is not just something virtual, they did it in the physical world, right? So how do you establish if a office is actually a real office that belongs to the entity? It's a real business. It's not a scam, and they have a website. How do you connect the website and the business, and be able to establish trust? So that is a really hard process, right? But then I got a message from ICICI Lombard. Interestingly, I noticed this later, way later, after I paid and all. So I paid. So the short URL that I got, when I clicked, it went to the URL, big URL, and the salesperson who called me had given me the big URL on WhatsApp. Interestingly, the big URL on WhatsApp didn't show up as a link. I just copied it and then pasted it in my Chrome, and then it came up. And both the SMS short URL, which redirected to a long URL, said the same information that even the salesperson said. And finally, I think I was working only with the short URL. I can't recall though. I closed tabs. I think I clicked the short URL again and then I went to that. I can't recall, but I went to it. It gave me details. Interesting stuff. So this is like a proposal, insurance proposal, and then if you pay for it, you get the insurance, right? So it clearly said this is like I think it said renewal, something like that, and then it also told me my name and details like what is my engine number, chassis number, and whatnot, which is actually confidential information generally, right? No one will generally know, but no one can really do much with that. I think, I don't know. I mean, you can actually go and find out my challans using that number, and you can actually identify yourself as the owner of the vehicle using that number, because only the owners will generally have it. So because those are the only confidential numbers of a motorcycle, which actually you can find out only if you open up the motorcycle, probably, I think, I don't know. So if you deassemble and open it up, so dismantle and whatnot, and dismantle the vehicle and open it up, and you'll find the engine number, chassis number. So I was like, okay, so this can be trusted, I believe. The proposal had a number to it, and I saw that number and all. I was verifying with the number, with the link that the salesperson gave and all that. Finally, I went ahead and paid for it, and it gave me the soft copy of the insurance. Interesting stuff, when I opened up the soft copy, it showed me that the new policy period is from June 25th, 2025 only. It's not from yesterday night. So it's basically, I'm just renewing way earlier. Okay, so I'm renewing like 1 month earlier or so. But I'm renewing the right policy. It showed me the previous policy details. It gave me a lot of details about the current policy and the previous policy. And I was able to verify that in the new policy, the number, it says the old policy's number also. Previous policy, who gave the previous policy? ICICI Lombard. The previous policy number and everything, right? And my previous policy, the last year's policy, had information that the previous policy company is National Insurance Company, and the number and everything, right? And the period for that is 1 year only, but not 2028. Apparently, the national insurance policy, I think that there are different types of insurance in two-wheelers. So this is where knowledge comes in, right? Apart from knowledge about what you have and what you own and what you need to own. For example, if you have a two-wheeler motorcycle, you need to have knowledge about what and all documents you need to have. For example, pollution control certificate. This is in India. And then stuff like insurance, which is own damage insurance, third party insurance and all. So, and then of course your vehicle registration certificate, and then of course your driving license. So, this is knowledge that you need to have based on whatever you own. For example, if you are a earning person in India, you need to have some knowledge about taxes and tax returns and tax filing, right? So there is knowledge involved, knowledge, and then knowledge to check also. Basically, knowledge where you can use the knowledge to check information, right? To verify information, to trust things. So I was like, okay, so there is third party insurance. I have actually checked National Insurance Company website to check my insurance copy from National Insurance Company last year or something. I think when I tried to do it, I couldn't find it, right? And even yesterday, I tried to renew my national insurance, the motor insurance. I couldn't. It said enter a valid policy number. So before it expires, I think you have to renew it. If it expires, I think it's just gone. And interestingly, when I typed my mobile number, I checked for expired policies also. There were none. So if I don't know if I still have my third party insurance, that is something I need to check. So I still have a lot of details and a lot of knowledge to understand and check. For example, my national insurance talks about what is the value of the vehicle, how much is the cover, how much will be paid, and whatnot. What is the premium and everything. Same for ICICI Lombard. It has, I think, details about the value and whatnot, value of the vehicle and everything, and how the value of the vehicle depreciates over years and whatnot. There are multiple things to be taken care of. National insurance company's insurance, the policy document, the physical document that I have, behind it it says, how the value of the vehicle depreciates and all that. And accordingly, I think insurance varies. So insurance depends on the value of whatever you're insuring and whatnot. And also, I think for the person, I have to understand that also. Are you insuring just the vehicle damage and getting money only for repairing the vehicle, or are you getting money for also the human damage that happens in an accident, and that happens to the person who is driving and who owns the insurance, and the other person whom they bang or hit or whatever, right? Collide with. So it's really important to have knowledge, right? So I got this insurance. The other thing was, in WhatsApp, I went ahead and checked my archived chats simply, and I noticed ICICI Lombard's messages from ICICI Lombard, right? So I recalled that last year also I got these messages from ICICI Lombard about my soft copy of my insurance, and yesterday also I got it. So, and I think WhatsApp, this was on WhatsApp. So, WhatsApp has a way to verify people, verify businesses. So, I think not everyone can get it, but I'm not sure. Because, for example, HTTPS certificate, anyone can get it online for any domain. Similar to that, if anyone can get verified tick, then yeah. The next thing I was wondering about was, do I really need this insurance? Because I was wondering if my validity is still not over and I'm just simply paying for something that I don't need. So force sell, right? The next thing I was thinking about was, can I just buy it from someone else? Why should I buy it from these people only? Why should I buy it from ICICI Lombard? I can get it from anyone, right? So, for example, there are insurance companies like ACO, which provide bike insurance, car insurance, and all, and health insurance also. There are so many insurance companies online on Policy Bazaar vendor market website for insurance. So it's a marketplace for insurance companies to put their insurance policies and the plans and whatnot. So these are some questions to always ask when someone is trying to tell you that you need to get something, you need to buy something. You need to understand, are they the only person that you can buy it from? What are you buying? What is the service or product you're buying? Do you really need it? And is it a scam or not? Are they really selling some product or service, or are you just going to give money and then they're just going to run away, right? So, and for example, I've had cases where, for example, once someone called me and told me, this is related. There are two incidents. This is related to a Amazon delivery, right? I'll tell you one instant where it seemed like a scam to me, and actually it wasn't a scam. That is the craziest part. So this person called me, Amazon delivery agent. He said, "Sir, I have a delivery for you. This is your address, right?" I was like, "Yeah, this is my address." "And this is your name, right?" I was like, "Yeah, this is my name." And after verifying, he said, "You need to pay some money. I have a delivery for you." I was like, "But I didn't order anything." That was the reality. I actually didn't order anything for it to get delivered, especially to my house in Chennai. So that is somewhere else, and I'm somewhere else. I'm in Bangalore here. So I said, I didn't order anything, so I don't think so. And then he again verified my address and name and all. And then I said, see, I don't know, I didn't order this. So just send it back. And I also asked what it is, and he said it seems like a bag or something. So what is possible here? For example, it's possible that they just tried to give me some product, give me some package, and get money from me, right? Or it was true. One of these. If it's a scam, they're just trying to give me a package and get money, or just get money without even giving me a package. Since I am here in Bangalore and they are in Chennai, I won't even know. I mean, they probably are not even in Chennai. I won't even know, first of all, if they are standing in front of my house in Chennai, unless I go actually there and check. And there was no one in my house actually, right? From what I know, at least I think at that time no one was there, or like I had to call my parents or someone to go and check. If they are at home, then go and check downstairs to be able to get the package. But the interesting thing is, I was like, I didn't even order, so why am I even going to check if this person is there, if they have a package, get the package, pay and all that? Because I didn't order. Why should I then worry about all this? So I was like, this is a scam. But I didn't tell them that. I didn't tell them how do I trust you and all. Even yesterday's call, I didn't tell them. I could have told them, how do I trust you? Is this a scam? And I don't know how they would have established trust, which is a very tricky thing, very hard thing. Basically, the trust over here is like, how do someone calls you, how do you trust that this person is an Amazon delivery agent? Or even if someone comes to my door, right, and stands in front of my door, rings the bell, they have a Swiggy t-shirt or Zomato t-shirt or whatever, and they say they're from Swiggy, they're from Zomato, or they have a Swiggy t-shirt but they're from Zomato trying to give a delivery to you, and it's a cash on delivery, let's say, then how do you even know, like, you can pay them, and the actual thing is actually something like, maybe I actually ordered something, but maybe this package is something else, right? So it can be crazy stuff. So yeah, how do you trust someone? Some person actually belongs to a company, and you can trust them. Uh, so I was like, okay, so now in the case of the Amazon delivery agent, I said send it back. It's fine. So and then I got a SMS, like from message, I think, or also SMS also. From WhatsApp, I got one message from Amazon India that you need to pay, and you need to pay to the delivery agent and all. And this had a verified tick mark, similar to how ICICI Lombard had a verified tick mark on WhatsApp as a business. And I was wondering if anyone can get a verified tick mark and all, right? So it had a blue verified tick, and I was just wondering how come this seems like a scam, but how come then the WhatsApp message is also a scam, right? And when I clicked the link to pay, it actually said you can pay online, right? Not like a cash on delivery, because if it's cash on delivery, I have to pay the agent, right? Here it said pay the agent or you can pay online. When I went and clicked pay online, it said you have tried 10 times already, right? It said you have already tried 10 times, you have to just pay directly to the delivery agent. That was also suspicious. So I was like, this seems very suspicious. I didn't try even paying once. So I think so I'll tell you what probably happened. And the other thing is, when I clicked the link on Amazon Pay, like Amazon message or from WhatsApp, it opened up Amazon app actually, and then it went to Chrome, the browser, and then it showed me some website, some payment gateway website, which said you have actually attempted multiple times, you can't pay, you just have to give the delivery agent. I was wondering how come this is going to Amazon app. Then I was like, okay, anyone can send an SMS, like WhatsApp message with any link, with a link that opens up in Amazon website, right? Like Amazon app that opens up the Amazon app, and then later redirects to some website on mobile browser. So I was trying to understand what is the URL that is there in the WhatsApp, because it was actually a text behind which there was a link. Like it was a what do you say? It was like a click, and it didn't show me what is the exact URL. So I had to disable my Amazon app to be able to understand what is the link that they're sending me. And it had a proper link. It actually said this is the order ID and all. And I was like, but I don't have that order, right? That's why it actually couldn't show the order to me on the Amazon app. So then it went to the website and it started going to the payment side of things, right? So apparently it was an actual URL, right? But the thing is, I didn't order it. It was an actual URL, so I was wondering, did they just reuse some existing URL, some existing order, and that order's URL they just sent it to me so that it looks like real, right? And it actually goes to the mobile browser, opens up the Amazon app, and then later goes to the mobile browser and then shows payment and says that payment has been tried. Maybe it's an old order or an existing order that has not been closed, and they have tried payment multiple times, and then they started using this to get money from people. That can also be a thing, right? So these things were going on in my head. Later, I think my sister said that she was actually trying to send a package to me to our house. So this was actually from Amazon, yes. So she was actually trying to send a order, some bag apparently, yes, for my niece. So I was like, damn. So how do you even trust now? Like someone else sent it to you, like someone else sends a gift or someone else sends some food to you to your house. How do you trust that they're actually from a business and they actually are trying to give you something that is, what do you say, that was intended for you, right? So yeah, very tricky stuff. I mean, if it's a gift, of course, it should have been already paid by someone else. But then in this case, it wasn't a gift; it was just a package in order for me, and I had to pay cash on delivery. So, and my sister does a lot of cash on delivery. Actually, she doesn't pay online already. So yeah, I mean, very tricky stuff, hard to verify. Only knowledge will help here. So in my case, for the Amazon delivery, the knowledge around tech helped me, but not everyone will have that knowledge about website URLs, about redirections, about how confidentiality works, and let's say some order number. My sister owns that order, has that order, so I can't see that order in the Amazon app with my login. She has to be logged in to be able to see that order, right? So, and to be able to pay and stuff for that order, to see details and everything, right? So yeah, interesting stuff. So it was ordered with her Amazon account, but the delivery address, delivery name, and delivery number, mobile number are mine, right? So that's why interestingly, Amazon sent the payment related stuff to me. Probably the receiver gets it, something like that, I don't know. Or both the receiver and the person who orders get it, I don't know. So I was like, oh, so the link was actually true. And the payment gateway and all was real only. I checked it out, it was a real payment gateway. And probably I think Amazon was using that payment gateway and all, though Amazon has its own Amazon Pay and whatnot. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. And I was like, okay, so it wasn't a scam, but it can be a scam, by the way. Someone can use some old order link or existing order that has not been fulfilled and use that and scam you saying that this order is for you. And but yeah, they should know your phone number, they should know your name, full name, and they should know your address, which is not exactly a hard thing these days. A lot of people's phone number, name, and address are leaked out in many ways. So yeah, and I have had real scams. These were actually not scams. Also, I believe I still have many things to check. For example, the Amazon thing wasn't a scam, at least based on what my sister says, that she was annoyed that why did you send back the order. I said I thought it was a scam. She had never informed me beforehand that I'm getting an order, right? Or I don't think she informed my mom also, and she has put my mobile number, and she didn't inform me, right? So the delivery agent called me only, and I was like, I didn't order anything. So she didn't inform me, so I thought and I also didn't order anything, so I was like, okay, it's not my order, so it's a scam. And the insurance, motor insurance, I still have a lot to understand and learn. But I believe it wasn't a scam. Looking at all the documents and every detail, I can see that I got a legit thing. I paid for something and I got a legit service and product, yes, which is the ICICI Lombard insurance. And got the document and got all the things. And I can see that I'm able to check it out in the website, ICICI Lombard's official website, and also get information from the ICICI Lombard's official WhatsApp business agent, and then WhatsApp business, the AI agent on WhatsApp. And yeah, I mean, I still have to learn though about these different kinds of insurance, like own damage insurance, third party insurance, and all, to understand what is the validity. And because I paid for ICC Lombard, I mean, you can think like this also. Do you really need to get it from ICICI only? You can get it from anyone else, like ACO or whatever, many other insurance companies out there. But then it's like getting a helmet which is worthless or useless because it doesn't protect your head, but it's cheap. So similar to that, if you're getting an insurance but it's worthless, like if you do a claim, they will never process your claim or accept your claim and whatnot. Then it doesn't make sense to use that insurance company. That's just crazy. So an insurance company is good only if they process your claims and satisfy and accept your claims and pay for your claims, right? When there is an issue, right? So that is something to check out before you actually get insurance. So there are many things. That is also again knowledge of what are you trying to get, what are you trying to buy, the service, the product, and all, and what do you need to own, legally, officially, and all. There's one more instance regarding insurance. For example, I get calls these days. I don't, but a lot of times I've gotten many calls from this company called Star Health Insurance. I believe it's a legit call from that company. It's a the customer service or the customer support agent calls her. I believe it is from that company, or maybe they're just scamming. They call up and then say some scam stuff, like for example, very very scammy stuff. They say scam stuff like, sir, so we already explained the insurance policy details to you. Do you have any questions? I'm like, you didn't explain any insurance policy details. Like they say, we have already explained. Our another agent of ours has already explained the insurance policy details to you. Do you have any questions? And I'm like, no one explained any insurance policy details to me. That is the reality, actually. Okay, so they just lie so that they can actually start off with this, and then they can be like, okay, we'll explain it to you again, right? But the reality is they're actually explaining it for the first time. I'm like, no, and I just cut the call. I just blocked them because I know this has happened multiple times to me. So the idea is they're just trying to sell insurance and they're just trying to force sell. They're just trying to confuse you, and it's also possible that they're just scamming you. Scam at multiple levels. Maybe they are not Star Health Insurance and they're just scamming you, maybe asking you to pay money. And second thing, if they are actually Star Health Insurance, they're still scamming you because I've heard that Star Health Insurance is a very, very bad insurance company. Claims don't succeed with Star Health Insurance. One doctor mentioned this to me. I think doctor only mentioned this to me. So it's really bad apparently. So it's a health insurance, medical insurance company. So yeah. I mean, they're just trying to sell stuff to you that is cheap and not worthy, or they're just trying to force sell stuff to you. So yeah, there are different levels of fooling you, scamming, probably just get money and not give you any service or product in return, or getting money from you but then giving something that is worthless or useless for you, or just force selling to you, though it can be useful to someone but then to you it won't be, and they're just force selling it to you. And it can be a good thing or a bad, it can be a good service, good product, or it can be a bad service or a bad product, but they're just force selling it to you. So yeah, I mean, there can be different levels of scams and different levels of fooling people. But yeah, at the end of the day, establishing trust has become, I think, difficult in the current era, and digital era especially. And knowledge is very important. The role and importance of knowledge is very, very important. So or else people are going to get scammed left, right, and center. So I think that's what is already happening, which is actually a sad reality. So yeah, I mean, people need more knowledge, and unfortunately, victims need more knowledge because scammers have enough knowledge, and the only way to protect people is uh, through awareness. So help possible victims through awareness, so that they don't become victims. And yeah, of course, try to reduce scammers as much as possible. But then there are always going to be bad entities that do illegal stuff, bad stuff, like scammers and whoever, right? But it's going to be impossible to get rid of all of them. uh, and that's the ideal, but it's impossible, I think, to not have any bad entity at any point in time. Like the moment they come up, you just get rid of them. That's not possible, I think. It's gonna take some time. So you just prevent the problem from occurring. Yeah. And you can't just stop bad entities from acting on their bad intentions, but you can help people and stop bad things from happening to them through knowledge and through helping with how to verify and trust businesses, people, websites, apps, mobile apps, WhatsApp messages, and whatnot. WhatsApp businesses and whatnot, and basically knowledge to verify, knowledge to understand and process information, and be able to say if something looks like a scam or could be a possible scam, where you need to do some extra verifications and checks. So yeah, I would say these are very important things, like establishing trust, and having enough knowledge. The role and importance of knowledge is pretty high. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I had in this video to talk about scams and the role of knowledge, the importance of knowledge, and establishing trust, and also verifying and checking trust, and yeah, just scams in general. Yeah, that's all I had for this video. Let's see you in the next one. Bye bye.